Did you know that people who go for a walk for just 30 minutes a day can reduce their risk of dementia by nearly 50%? Here's how going for a walk changed my life. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of going for a walk and how it can positively change your life. I love being outdoors, and this is a great way to accomplish that. The reason I'm making this video is because walking has made a massive difference to my life. Not only has it improved my health and my well-being, but I also think that it was a key reason as to why I created this YouTube channel. Keep watching to the end to find out how. I made this channel to help others, and I believe that encouraging others to go for a walk is a great way to accomplish this. I've spoken to so many people who have said that walking has positively impacted their life, and this is something that I want to share with others so that we can all learn together and improve our health as a society. A few years ago, I began incorporating walking into my daily routine, and now I try to go for a 30 to 40 minute walk around my neighbourhood around 3 to 4 times a week. I usually do this in the evenings after my work around twice a week, and twice at the weekend as well. This particularly helped me when I was stressed or if I had a worry in my mind, as it was a great way to distract me and take a break. Going for a walk is especially important if you're mostly in an office between the hours of 9 to 5, especially in the winter, as sometimes it can get really difficult to get any sunlight if you're arriving at the office in the dark and leaving in the dark too. So, let's find out how going for a walk can change your life. Reason 1. Physical health. Okay, let's start with the most obvious reason. Walking is good for your health. Not only is it great passive exercise which helps to burn calories, but it's also shown to improve your cardiovascular health and lower blood pressure. If you aren't confident enough to try running or cycling, then I recommend first starting with a walk. If you live close to your place of work, it's a great way to get some passive exercise in the morning and in the evening. Sitting for long periods of time reduces your metabolism, so this is a great way to prevent that and stay in shape. If you do live quite far from the office, consider walking home from your nearest station instead of taking the bus or an Uber. Even if it's just once a week to start with, this is a great way to begin getting in the habit of walking consistently and can even save you some money. Sometimes after work, although I was mentally tired from all the thinking that I was doing during the day, I still had a lot of physical energy as I'd been sitting down in an office. I used going for a walk as a great way to prevent this. Since I started going for a walk, I've had much better sleep quality so that I've been able to wake up refreshed in the mornings, and it's even improved the structure of my day. If you're really busy and speed is important, then I'd recommend cycling as a great option too. Cycling's got similar health benefits to walking, and recently the infrastructure has really improved, especially in London. If you are interested in learning more about cycling, then please see my other video titled How to Cycle to Work. This will be linked up in the top right hand corner as part of the cards and as part of the end screen. A few months ago, I had surgery, and I was unable to do any intense physical exercise. Walking was a great outlet which helped me stay active during this time. It was a great thing to do as I needed to rest my body whilst also still being able to go outdoors and get some fresh air. I found that walking to a local park and sitting down on a bench for a few minutes before heading back to be something really great to add into my routine. This also was a great way to improve my mental health, which brings us on to the next reason. Reason 2. Mental health. Walks are a great way to reduce stress, especially ones in nature. If you're like me and you live in a city, you may think that this is very difficult. However, London is made up of around 37% parks. This is a great activity that you can do with a pet, or a great way to see some more pets. Recently, whilst on a walk, I came across these geese. This helped me learn a lot more about the local wildlife in London, and I was very grateful for the learning opportunity. Working or full-time study can be intense. Make sure to take frequent breaks. A great way to do this is to go for a walk if you're able to, which has been shown to lower stress and reduce anxiety. Even more so if you're able to go for a walk in nature. Going for a walk has been shown to improve your mood and can even combat mild depression. Walking between classes at university or between meeting rooms at work is also a great way to bump into people that you know. If you live or work alone, you may often find yourself being isolated from others, and walking around your neighbourhood and bumping into others is a great way to combat this. As a bonus, it's also carbon free. Walking is really good for engaging your senses and helping you be in the moment. This is particularly the case in the winter months, as things can often get very dark, which can be quite depressing. If you're looking to combat this, walking is a brilliant place to start. It can also be seen as a form of meditation, which can help reduce stress. Reason 3. Walking boosts creativity. If you didn't know, walking can really boost your creativity. A study from Stanford University found that people had around double the creative output when walking, and once again, walking in nature produced the strongest boost to creativity. When thinking about a problem, I often use a long walk as a good way to think about my options and decide what my next steps will be. Fun fact, I actually got the idea for this YouTube channel whilst on a walk. If you are ever struggling to come up with an idea, going for a walk can be a great way of thinking about your next steps. If you are able to work from home, then a quick 15 to 20 minute walk before you log on in the morning is a great way to start the day. You can also do this at lunchtime if you want to get some more vitamin D in the winter months. In addition, I find going for a walk particularly useful if you need to do some public speaking or plan a presentation. Reason 4. Social value. As mentioned before, walking around your neighbourhood can be a great way to meet people that you live near. Unfortunately, I don't have the space for a pet where I live, but I'm very lucky that there are lots of pets in my neighbourhood, so I can still see lots of different animals, and I often bump into the same people. Although it sounds small, everyday interactions like these can have a really big impact and lead to making new friends over time. If you've got no plans for the day, then meeting for a spontaneous coffee with someone that you just met on a walk is a great way to spend the morning. If your neighbourhood isn't that friendly, then there are often community walks or outdoor gyms that you can meet people at. Sometimes there are community events in which people will go for walks and look at nature or the local wildlife. There may be some of these in your local area on notice boards around the parks, or they could be found on the internet. Additional information. If you don't have time for going for a walk, taking the stairs instead of the elevator is a great option as well. If you live in an apartment block or council house, then taking the stairs is a great way to add a quick burst of exercise without adding any extra time. If you live or work on a really high floor, consider getting off a few floors lower down and walking the last few flights. You can gradually get off lower and lower as you feel yourself improving and are able to walk up more flights of stairs. It's also really important to stay safe when out walking, especially in the winter months as things can get really dark really quickly, and you don't want to take a wrong turn down an alleyway that you are unfamiliar with late at night. If you do plan to walk in an unknown area, or if you've recently moved, then I recommend staying in well-lit areas and don't wear headphones so that you're more aware of your surroundings. I also recommend putting your valuables on inside pockets with zips if your clothes have these. Walk with confidence like you're going somewhere, even if you're just going for a walk to stretch your legs. And if something feels off about an area, then I recommend trusting your instinct and changing direction. Now, this next point is not something that you need to be aware of if you live in London, but if you walk on country roads, then walk facing the direction of traffic and make sure to wear something high visibility so that you can easily be spotted by oncoming vehicles. Hopefully this helps to reassure you. If safety is something that you are worried about, then I recommend starting off by going for a walk during the daytime if possible. I've also left a link in the description which talks about personal safety if you would like to learn more. And there we go. That is how walking changed my life for the positive. Although these sound like small impacts, they really do add up over time and they make a massive difference to your overall health and happiness. I really hope that this video was able to help. If you have any additional tips, please feel free to leave them as a comment in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy, then please do leave a like and subscribe for more future videos like this. Thanks for watching.